Hi, I'm Rich Verivice. I have been in the restaurant and catering business for the last 13 years. I am currently not unemployed. I have a job, but I'm looking to really expand my horizons and maybe get into something with a big future where maybe someday I can retire or something great. You know, my main goal is to be able to take care of a family and do something good and something that I believe in and get a good feeling out of. So I came here to CareerLink I met a client at an event and I was just talking with him about jobs in general, and he said that he had been coming here for a while and they actually offered him a job here. I thought that was pretty cool. I didn't know what they did here, so I came in, just asked questions, and they took me in right away. I did a variety of different classes and courses. I've had several counselors that were all great, and you know, I've learned a whole lot while I was here. I've learned a lot about even just simple things that I always thought I knew about, like resumes. There was something to pick up in every class. So I've recommended this building and this company to a lot of people since I started coming here. And right now I'm in the last week of the professional networking group, and we've been meeting for the last couple weeks. There's a lot of great people in that group, and just like everything else here at CareerLink, I've learned a lot of things that I didn't think I needed to know. And I've developed a lot of skills in the networking area, which for being a very social person, I thought I was very good at, but after being in these classes, I realized I had a lot to learn, and I was glad I came.
Okay, hi, my name is Rosemary Williams, and I am a part of the professional network group here at the CareerLink. I have been coming to CareerLink for now about maybe 2 or 3 years, and every time I come, it's always a step up. You know, I am encouraged by the professional network group because of the whole process of how Jermaine Jackson and Nathan Schellingman, how they put the class together. It was about maybe between 15-20 people in our class, and we were all like professionals, which I really like, and it made me feel confident that I was around people who was professional and not just sitting lagging back, you know, thinking, you know, oh, well, I got to do this. It wasn't a got to do thing. It was you have to be involved. You want to get involved because you want to do better for yourself. For the class, I've learned so much about networking before I did not know. My branding, I understand that, you know, you have to go out to network. You have to go out to network today. You can't just sit and think that you're going to get on a computer and a job is really going to come to you. You have to go out and network, and you should meet people and talk about it. So one incident that happened for me was they would always have, the P&G will always have guest speakers. And there was one guest speaker that came and talked about brand planning. And so the brand planning was about when you go out to the meets, when you go out to job fairs, or when you go out to social media, social meets, that you should be an active listener. You know, like, just don't go and think that someone is going to give you a job just because you give them your resume. You know, be an active listener, be genuine about the person who you're talking to. And just that alone kind of made me open up myself to want to meet more people. So out of her class, I began to exercise those things. And once I did, I connected with this one person, then I connected with another person. Now I'm going to a pitch, black girl pitch, you know, thing, and it was just, I'm just looking forward now. I don't have a job now, but I feel so much more confident with just my worth, my net worth, who I am as a person. I know that I can move forward now without You know, I'll just give you a story. When I first came, I felt so adequate because I had lost 2 jobs in like 2 years. And as I began to talk with Nathan and talk to Jermaine and talk with others who were part of the group, they said, you're totally capable of doing your job. You know, it's just that you're kind of out of place and you got to figure out what that place is and begin to move forward into that. And so I began to feel more confident every day. Every day I feel more confident to go out, you know, and I'm going to continue to have confidence in myself because of this class, really. And I hope that they will continue to do this class and continue to move it forward, because people who, I don't know how they seeked out this, you know, the job seekers, I don't know how they did that, but they put a really good group together, and I love it. I loved it. So I'm looking forward to moving forward, and I'm hoping that the whole class will continue to use all the skills that we have received, which was a whole host of skills. I can't even give it all to you right now, but it was really good. And I appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to the next thing if anything else is coming up. So I'm looking forward to it. So thank you. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Lenny Cohen. I have been out of work for almost a year now. It's been more than 11 months. And it was a weird situation. I knew there was trouble. I was in television doing the TV station's website. I had also had an education background, taught elementary school for 8 years, and didn't want to do either one of them again. So when I lost my job last August, I had already spoken to the lawyer, and that's being taken care of on its own. And I looked into some other possibilities. I went to JEVS. They helped a little bit with the resume and the cover letter. I like to do things long and detailed and give all the information I could possibly give. And apparently that's not the way things are done these days. And in the past 10 years, getting a job has been totally different. So I went up to Brooklyn, talked to some of the friends in my field, and they made sure I had the good code keywords for the material. But I should have discovered Pennsylvania CareerLink 6 months earlier. That is my big regret. You know, first the unemployment wore out, and I came here just because a friend had mentioned it, and I was shocked. Oh my gosh, all of a sudden I meet with somebody, I'm given all the paperwork, 5 classes to take. Oh my gosh, one starts in 3 minutes, let's go right now, we'll get the first one knocked out. So there I was. I mean, I'm sitting in a class, guy came in, gave me the list of everything, and I showed up for the 4 other classes, met some wonderful people, learned some great skills. I like the fact that so many people agree on so many things, which means that there's obviously something to it, and a lot I didn't know. And then by meeting Nate and Jermaine, my gosh, to find out that there was actually a class for networking. I mean, it's always been who you know, not what you know. That's all from the beginning. But the fact is that this was I mean, they put a lot of work into the curriculum with 6 different weeks. And they went out of their way. Talk about professionalism. That's not just doing your work. That's coming early, staying late, dealing with our personal situations, and Nate having the counseling sessions on Thursdays. Because, I mean, I'm in a pretty decent situation. I used to make money, and I put a lot of it away. But a lot of people are in really dire straits with spouses and kids. And he's able to be, with the counselor background, such a good listener. And a lot of it is so much of it is listening, which is a good skill for me, because obviously I'm talking, and you know, I need to be listen a little more for my change of career, which is going to be a financial counselor, not a financial advisor. And so I'm able to help people who are trying to make ends meet and buy their house and pay for college, and maybe even get to retire someday. And let's make Philadelphia not the poorest big city in America. So as it turns out, I met a lot of people here. I found out about new opportunities here, that there are places that actually have jobs for career counselors, and exactly what I have to do to set me up with the links, tell me to make the decision, go this way for the application, go this way for my education, and it'll all eventually tie together. and I will be much better off for this. So I thank Nate and Jermaine and everybody associated with Pennsylvania CareerLink for the opportunity.